Glad to be back here again. David Rogerson here with Talk Story, Brah. That's David Rogerson for you YouTubers who got your audio clipped there. Sorry. But man, Casey, I hear you maybe got a story for us today on our venerable storytelling site.
Yeah, I'm all about the embarrassing stories, So I'm gonna bring one to us today from the early to mid '80s.
Personal embarrassment?
Danville, California, Greenbrook Elementary School. I want to say
Sounds peaceful.
I was in about 3rd or 4th grade back in those days when the females are at the age of being more physically dominant than a lot of the males. And I found myself in a predicament one time at lunch during our lunch recess where young Angela threw me to the ground, pinned me on my back as she had in her mouth a Tootsie Roll Pop.
I like where this is going. Angela's got some moves.
So this girl is
Angela now
removing the root beer, puts Tootsie Roll Pop, which to this day I can't stand the smell of because it brings back this horrific memory.
I think it was chocolate. They didn't do it.
Chocolate. So she's pinned me down on the ground in a hallway. Nobody around to see. I'm basically about to get prison raped in my own elementary school. And this girl removes the popsicle from her mouth and just starts trying to kiss me. Just full on open mouth. Like I'm fighting her off. Yeah, man.
You were bummed on that? You were bummed on that. Dude, in 4th grade, dude, I was so heated. I loved girls so much. I would have a hell of bad crushes on my mom's friends. There's like one, she would sometimes take care of us. Like her daughter would like watch us one time until she like fucked her boyfriend at our house and it was all bad. But this woman named Peggy Spraker. She was my mom's pal. She had kind of a short little face, kind of like a Norton-faced Stevie Nicks gal. She was really neat. Later worked at my buddy's bakery. And I just always had a terrible thing for her. But man, any female wants to smooch on me in 4th grade. I was hoping some of the ugly ones would come after. I was any kind of like love and affection. You were like feeling prison raped, dude. Candy.
Yeah, man. She literally
Cubbins.
It got me into wrestling. I told my dad shortly after that I need to learn how to wrestle because she just was manhandling me, man. I couldn't do anything about it. Her drool was dropping down out of her mouth, landing on my face as she was just pulling that Tootsie Roll from her mouth, going full on.
Like Japanese pornography. Yeah. People pay a lot of money for this.
Yeah. So for years, I hated that girl. And,
hated her.
The sad unfortunate.
I'd be over here frothing off. Like I would have pulled her on to me, like, keep it coming, babe. You put that popsicle wherever you need to, or Tootsie Pop wherever it fits. Oh my God. Yep. I'd have been so turned on, dude. Like there was a girl in 4th grade, Monique. She was kind of tall. She had this like wavy hair. Where did she get lips? A little bit of a jawline in 4th grade. She's rocking. This is 1977-ish. So she's rocking light colored dittos, maybe like a light mint color, right? With the white belt. And the little V-neck top, right? This is before your time. Big ass hair. 4th fucking grade. She's 8 years old, 10 years old, whatever it is, right? Strutting around. She has a bra. She has little cups, bro. Oh my God. I think the other little boys were all freaked out and intimidated. Like they wanted to snap her bra strap or do weird shit. And I was just like, brother, I want to hold your hand. I was that kid, dude. I was like, nah. She had like a little shelf coming off the back of her leg that was like in the form of a bouquet. I was very much enamored with Monique from Mrs.
Shout
Isel's
out.
to Monique from Mrs. Isel's class 77, 78, right? That era, fourth grade, B-Wig Elementary School, John Lake, California. Shout out. to a girl.
Ridgecrest Monique, hit us up in the comments.
Hope you're doing really well. Hope you had a great family. All the girls I grew up with, super awesome. I got brought back to a reunion. I should probably do a second story, but fuck it. We're gonna do a double header. I got invited to this thing from these girls I grew up with. One of them was Sharon Rockwell, we were womb mates. Our moms were pregnant with us, and we were friends. We're all at our first birthdays and all that. I have the photos, some of the few things I have from my parents. And I got invited to this thing a few years ago, and I went up and hung out, and they were in Reno, and it was a lot of fun. Everyone was great, but one broad. This chick Michelle, I don't even fucking remember her. I think she was like a real estate agent or something. Like, I didn't even know she was with the group. She kept talking to us in this third person, like had her business suit on. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? You know? And I'm smoking all this weed and seeing all my old friends and connecting with Val Bertrand and thanking her dad posthumously for letting me hang around in his semi trucks because I was running away from my stepdad because shit would deteriorate as he started drinking during the day. And just people who gave me shelter. And they were like, wait a minute, my parents did what for you? And they had no idea that these people would look out for me, that their folks would take good care of me. My little hometown actually was okay for me.
Beautiful.
I had a lot of hate for it, which we'll get to in the second story of Talk Story Brah, which is coming up next. Following up next week with Talk Story Brah.